You are now live. Yeah, Schlock West in the morning, Dash Radio, the spin room. You know what it is.
Welcome back. We, the spin room crew, in the building once again. We about to rock and roll on this Monday, man. Got my crew. DJ Ron C, your girlfriend's favorite DJ. My ride or die, Big Les in the building. Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's up, man? Sorry about my shadow over here. You see that big old shadow right there?
I just thought that was an extension in your big old head.
Yeah, you know.
Mm-hmm. Like a stalker in the room.
Yeah. Yeah. For real. It's all good, Ron. You know what I'm saying? Ron C, he gonna step his light game up. He gonna get his ring light together, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, let's go get the back. I'm gonna be back on top of things.
All right, man, you know how we do before we start the show. Right down below, ladies and gents, we need you to subscribe to this YouTube page. Click on that bell because we post a new video Monday through Friday. We also want you to share this with your family and friends. Give us the thumbs up and give us a like, all right, man, and share with your folks. We're on all podcast platforms. Wherever you get your podcasts, that's where we be. Apple, Google, Spotify, and Anchor. Anywhere else, just search The Spin Room and you will find us, all right? On this Monday, you know, we getting over Thanksgiving, man. Man, did everybody enjoy their Thanksgiving?
Oh, my goodness. I ate so much, man. I miss my family, though. We didn't get to, spend time with the family. I picked up my plate and went home and ate
it. See, just like a Negro. Just go pick up plates. That's it. Just drive-bys. What about you, Les?
Mine was good. I mean, I'm more concerned now about trying to get off the weight that I put on in one day. It's crazy. I'm trying to do 2-a-day workouts now. I don't know if you saw Jennifer Lopez's new cover.
She looks good.
Yeah, I need to get it together.
I'm like, good.
We grown women got to stick together. Come on now. So, keep it tight.
Unless she got that money, she get them trainers to come in and work out.
Extra tweaks going. I know. Yeah. But no excuses. Stop playing.
Yeah. After Thanksgiving, I'm gonna start getting my workout on, man.
All right, PB, we're gonna see you with your shirt off on the spin room.
Huh? What you say? You know what I'm saying? All right, ladies and gents, let's get this Monday on and popping with my girl Big Les with the entertainment report.
All right, you guys. Well, again, I don't mean to be the Grim Reaper, but let's get these passings and instances out of the way. First, we do have to recognize it. David Dinkins, he was New York's first Black mayor. He died at the age of 93, and it was 2 months after Mrs. Dinkins, his wife, Joyce Dinkins, died, and she was 89. And he was definitely a Harlem Democrat. He climbed his way up from, to City Hall, and he served in the early 1990s. And he was seen to most people as like a compromise selection for the voters who were pretty tired of like all the racial unrest and the crime and the fiscal turmoil and stuff like that. So the racial harmony that he brought to the city was really a powerful thing. And I just remember being home at that time and, when he got elected and everything else, it was a beautiful time. So rest in peace to David Dinkins.
Man, so there has not been another Black mayor since him, huh?
Not at all.
Wow.
Yeah. It's only been like Koch and Giuliani and all these other people, but so hopefully we'll get another one in there very, very soon. Or hopefully. Female. Mm-hmm. 21 Savage, his brother, was stabbed to death in London. Now he's broken his silence. This is his younger brother who was stabbed to death, Terrell Davis, known by his stage name TM One Way, 27 years old. Now this is the second family member. His younger brother, Quantavious Taman Joseph, was shot during a drug deal way back in 2014. And, it's just crazy. Like he knew that his brother, Taman, was a hothead. And he used to run around with like a dagger tattoo between the eyes. And so I guess it's kind of like how they say premeditated, or what's the word, foresight, into the future when you kind of live that way. Yeah. And so, 21 Savage has really been talking about it in certain magazines, and I'm sure his feelings are going to show up in his music,
Absolutely. And I can see that too. Yeah. I mean, music is therapy. And so this is where a lot of artists get a lot of stuff off their chest and how they're feeling, so I can see it coming.
Absolutely. Congrats to our girl Fantasia Barrino. Her and her husband have revealed that they are expecting their first child. She's been showing off her baby bump on Instagram. So she already has a baby, but between the two of them, this is their first. So they first got married. It was back in 2015. They had a little ceremony on a yacht. I said a little ceremony on a yacht. And then they married again for the second time on Christmas Day back in 2016. But one thing is that she's been very open about having problems with her fallopian tubes and feeling like they were closed. They were having trouble conceiving. And it's interesting how there was a time, especially when I was like really on TV a lot back in the 90s, where women who got pregnant, they didn't want you on television, or they would shoot you from the neck up, right? They didn't want to show your butt, your belly. They didn't want to show your face getting full, none of that stuff. And now they embrace it. It's all over social media, just like Christy Teigen and John Legend talking about, their misfortune, and everyone still going on tour and having babies and stuff like that. So congratulations to the two of them.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man.
Do you guys remember when she was talking about he's the one, because everybody was saying that he was after her money. And so he's the one who brought up the prenup before marriage, which I do believe that they signed. But she also started saying how let a man be a man, let the men take control. And so, social media and the internet was going after her with all of that. So how do you guys feel about that? Ron C.
As he laughs.
I know.
You run me my money, girl. My money's my money, and your money is my money too. That's how I feel about it. I mean, nowadays, man, the economy is so tough, man. You need two incomes, and us being a man, I'll let a woman be a woman. I know you guys are more independent now than you were back in the day. So, I mean, I don't have a problem, I'm not when it comes down to, got to be the man, I take care of the bills, I do all that. Nah, we can share, we can go half. I don't have a problem with that.
Of course you don't. But would you, if she wanted to just be a housewife, would you sign up for that?
Yeah, I don't have like I said, I don't have either way. I don't have a problem, because like I said, I grew up, my I know I'm my dad. Hold on a second. Where y'all go? Hello. Oh, there you go. My dad, man, made less than my mom, and he took care of all the bills. And I'm old school, like the man supposed to take care of everything. But like I said, now your women are more independent and make a lot more money than my mom did back then too. So I don't have like I said, either way, it's not a problem with me.
Pee Wee, do you have a problem with a woman who makes more money than you?
Not at all. Not at all. And I have to piggyback off of Ron because, the world has changed. And, with a lot of women right now are really in a position where they are making a whole lot more than men used to. And if you look at like me, or you look at Ron, or look at all of us, we've been in our professions for how long now? For years, right? So if we turn around and switch up in a new profession, it's like we starting all over again. So, for us, we know our range, we know where we at and stuff like that. Now, if you date somebody that is a real estate agent who's making $1 million off of, property and stuff like that, I mean, it's kind of like nothing you can really do. This is somebody that I like. They make more than me. It is what it is. As long as we can make it happen. Like I'm not trying to mooch off of anyone. That's I said mooch, huh? That's so old school, right?
What about you, Les?
What about me?
Mm-hmm.
There she go. What about me? This conversation we talking about.
It's interesting because the perspective that I have and have dealt with is like, I've been in relationships where I've definitely made more than the man, where at first it's not a problem, right? It's not an issue. I'm never dating somebody who doesn't have potential or who's not focused or trying or working on something that I know is just temporary status. And, I've definitely been in relationships before where I've helped someone along, and I'm not doing that anymore. Not at this stage and not at this age. I need somebody coming to the table.
Established.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think anybody, any person that you deal with, they need to be established.
Yeah, but I've also, with that being in mind, been in relationships where at first it's all, she got her own money, she got her own thing. And then it's like, well, you don't need me for anything. And that becomes a whole other issue. And it's like, I do, mentally, sexually, emotionally, physically. You can buy me a bigger house, you can upgrade my car, you can do all of that. But me coming in with all of that already intimidates some people, and that person is not for me. Right. But they'll act like it is okay at first, and then you can feel it change throughout the relationship. Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. All right, y'all, let's move on to Coming to America, the sequel. I know we were already waiting for it to happen in December, and it's not. It has moved to March 2021, guys, on Amazon Prime. So again, the original cast, Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, James Earl Jones, John Amos, Paul Bates, all are going to be part of the film. My girl, Sherry Hadley. And then now we've got Wesley Snipes, Rick Ross, Leslie Jones, Jermaine Fowler, all of them going to be there. But March 2021, you guys. So get your hopes up for December.
Hopefully it's well worth the wait, man. That's all I hope for.
I think it will be, man. That's a classic movie, man. I love that movie.
And for Netflix. And for Netflix to spend that much money on it kind of says something.
Well, that and the fact that
I'm sorry, Amazon. I didn't mean to say Netflix, Amazon.
But for Eddie Murphy to wait so long and probably been working on the script for so long to make sure that it had to be absolutely right, let's hope that everything is exactly, if not better than the first one. But you know what I mean? But there were people who didn't like Men in Black, or no, what's the one with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence?
Bad Boys.
Yeah, I like this last sequel, whatever it is. I like this last one, but a lot of people kind of didn't. Did you like the last one?
Yeah, I like it.
I didn't as much.
See? And they waited. You know that they went back and forth with like, no, I'm not going to do it. No, we're not going to touch it. We're going to leave it alone. But I liked it. So,
yeah. I mean, it was good, but I mean, I think, I don't know. It just moved a little slow for me. You know what I'm saying? That was it.
Yeah. Well, moving on, and I wish the girls were here to chime in on this, but Evelyn Lozada, you guys probably definitely know her from Real Housewives of Miami and LA, and she is now with Latin singer and J-Lo's ex-husband, Mark Anthony. They are reportedly dating, and I want to get into you guys' heads about this. Now, we saw him on a Amazon Prime special and video in his home, and then Lozada just happened to post a selfie, and you can see them two kind of hanging out. So that's kind of how this all started to surface. Now, she's dated NBA player Antoine Walker, NFL Chad Ochocinco. They were engaged. I don't even think the marriage happened, or it did for like 2 days, and then he hit her and it was over. She had a son with Major League Baseball player Carl Crawford, and then there was rumors of her in French Montana. Now, we have all seen, and I know up close and personal, I have seen chicks go from like her, NBA, NFL, MLB, and the guys don't even care. Why is it that guys, and maybe you guys don't care if she's been around in the league and in the room with so-and-so and so-and-so and has a money agenda?
Go ahead, Rod. You could go first.
Well, I'm going to say this, man. For some reason, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? There's so many women out there. Now I understand, guys don't want to be, guys that got a lot of money, football players, quote unquote, don't want to go out and you might meet the wrong woman or something, or a girl that's just trying to get them for the money. So they go with somebody that they know that might have money, or, or been around people that have money. So, it's like a small circle, believe it or not. But I'm not really into that, man. There's too many women out there, to me, she's okay. She's not I don't know. She's not a Nicole Murphy. You know what I mean? I think I've knocked down Nicole Murphy. I don't care who she's been with.
Well, would you wife up Nicole?
Hell yeah, I wife up Nicole. Nicole's bad. Yep.
And you don't care. You don't care if she's been with a homie. You don't care if she's been with other DJs. You don't care.
No. Well, it's not that. It's okay. Yeah, I do care. but yeah, I look at it like this. This is what I look at it, Les. I look at myself. You know what I mean? How many women I've been with, and how she feel about the same thing. Just because they're not the same status as she, I've been with a lot of women. So why should I care?
How many women have you been with, Rob?
Only like 10. So
time what? Wait, without telling us the number, do you even know the number? Like, if you had to think about, do you even know the number? You don't know.
The last time I counted was about 10. Maybe, yeah.
What was that, like 8th grade? Get out of here. Pee Wee, what's your thoughts? If you knew that Ron and Doc and like all PJ and all your homeboys smashed this girl.
No. See, that's different. That's different though. You talking about homeboys. I ain't like, Ocho Cinco don't hang out with old boy, or they don't hang out together. Well, I don't know. They might, but it don't seem like they do. Right. So that's a little different. Now, if you talking about homeboys, no, I'm not smashing none of the homie stuff.
But if she's been in the circle or in the neighborhood or around the league or around the industry or whatever, what about you, P? You wifing her up and you don't care about the history?
No, I would not wife her up. I mean, I don't really think I would give her the time. I shouldn't say I wouldn't give her the time of the day. I may smash, but she may not be, like, oh, I'm gonna have her on my arm type deal.
She could be the nicest person ever.
Like, yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. She could be. And like I said, I mean, I would try. Knowing me, I would try to smash. But you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't try to wife her up. She wouldn't be like, at the house living it up type deal. Like she's gonna be my girlfriend. Nah, not at all. I mean, because at the end of the day, like you said, she's been around the league. I mean, I think the only sport that she hasn't messed with is hockey and soccer.
That we know of.
Is that a double standard of how many women you've been with? You know what I mean? Like, so why are you putting numbers on her, but you got numbers too?
No, I'm just saying. I even said I'll smash.
But it's not about the numbers.
You know what I'm saying? I would smash. I don't care about her numbers.
I'm talking about the circumference and with the. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I wouldn't wife her up. Like I said, I wouldn't wife her up, but I would smash, or I would try to smash. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't try to wife her up. No, I would not. If I'm in that position, and I kind of go back to what you were saying earlier, though, Les. If I'm in that position, like Mark Anthony, or any athlete, if I'm in that position, she would either, if I'm an athlete, she would have to be somebody that I had dated a long time ago that I know who she is. I wouldn't be able to really date someone that doesn't have the same money as I do. Like she has to be on that level. Her income has to be on that level. Because otherwise I'm gonna look at you as like you just here trying to get paid. If you like an Instagram chick or a reality star, you here just trying to get paid.
But she has dough. Clearly she's been on these shows, God knows, 7, 8, 9 seasons, whatever. So she's got her own dough. Right. And appearances and all this other stuff. But she
also has a clothing line too.
She probably,
She has a clothing line too.
Yeah. And I'm sure she ain't trying to spend her own dough. You know what I mean? But, oh my God, I just lost my question.
If you ain't trying to spend your dough, then you spend your money, I spend my money. We good then.
But there are women who are very clear about, I'm not dating a man who is not of this standard, of this level, of this financial, whatever.
I'm not mad at you.
I'm not mad at that either, because I'm on that page too. But do you have those standards for the women that you date, or no?
What'd you say?
I guess that's no. As long as she got a big butt and a smile and she's breathing, that's all?
Nah, you got to have some kind of ambition though. You got to have something going.
Doing something. It can't be just be at the house chilling and shit, just expecting to go out dinners and shit. No. You got to be doing something.
All right. Let's get back to news because we're turning this into confessions in a minute.
Yeah, I know.
All right, you guys. The Black Panther sequel will reportedly begin filming in the ATL with Ryan Coogler, of course, directing again, but it'll happen July 2021. And Princess Shuri, that was played by Letitia Wright, she's going to take on a larger role. She was his sister, his as in
Chadwick Boseman.
Absolutely. So it's going to last about 6 months, and they've added Narcos Mexico actor Tenoch Huerta, and he's going to join the cast, while, of course, Lupita Nyong'o, Angela Bassett, Windsor Duke are also expected to return. So congratulations. I can't wait for this to happen. They haven't really said if they're going to bring Chadwick back in, even with CGI technology. At one moment, they were just like, no. Our king, unfortunately, has died in real life, not just in fiction. And we are taking a little time to see how we return to the story and what we do to honor this chapter of what has happened to us that was so unexpected, painful, and terrible in reality. So they're being respectful about it, and how they're going to do it, we'll see. But I'm sure it'll be very gracious and kind and respectful in that sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know his Chadwick Boseman, his birthday is coming up soon. I don't know actually what day, but I do know it's coming up. Or it's past. It's one of the two.
Well, Tasha should have it in her birthdays.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys have seen Dave Chappelle's Unforgiven on Netflix. It was an 18-minute, I don't want to say rant, him telling a story really about of an older comedian borrowing a joke from him when he was 15, then intimidating him. And when Dave asked to get the joke back after the story, the guy said, told him, no, I don't want to tell everything. But he was like, I don't think about it every day because the worst thing that has happened to me. I think about it every day because that was the first time someone ever did that to me. But in my career, it has happened many times since. Now, going on in this Unforgiven, he talks about how the Chappelle show that he did for Comedy Central had the worst contract in the world. And it got to a point where they could run this show, as they say, in perpetuity, in the universe, forever and ever, for always, without having to pay him. And so Netflix started to run the Chappelle show. And so when he asked and told them that he wasn't getting paid or whatever, Netflix stepped up and supported him. So in this 18-minute Unforgiven scenario, he is asking all the people to flip the script and not watch the Chappelle show. And it's kind of like what Taylor Swift is doing with her music that was bought by Scooter Braun, all of her masters, and now she's re-recording all that stuff to bring down the value of all of the masters that she has. So now she's doing it in a different way so people will buy her stuff. So what do you feel about Dave Chappelle doing this and Netflix stepping up to support him in that way?
You know, after I saw the 18 minutes, at first I was kind of like, where is he going with this story? Until and as he says it, like, hold on, wait a minute. You know, he keeps saying that because a lot of people are clapping and cheering, and, you know, as he's telling this story. And, you know, it's sad that this is the way the industry is. It's such a selfish, money hungry entertainment business, and people will use you, abuse you to get ahead. I feel bad that Viacom did what they did to Dave, and, you know, and him being young and signing a contract like that, because he talked about the contract.
He talked about the lawyers too, how the lawyers get a cut once they get him to actually sign the contract. So now you have to get a lawyer for your lawyer because you don't know how this person is guiding you. And he didn't get any royalties from the show after he left for his contract, and everybody thought that he would, or, you know, in reruns and stuff like that. So sorry.
Yeah, but I thought, you know, I really like it, and I respect the fact that he says, hey, don't support my show. He said, if you love me, don't support this show. So if they don't get numbers off of it, they drop it. And then, you know, Dave can come back and do whatever he wants to do. I mean, he can do it now, but I respect Netflix. You know, that shows to me his character through Netflix, that they have a true, I guess, I wouldn't say friendship, but a true understanding with Dave Chappelle, and doing future stuff with him, and understanding that there's going to be more down the line. And this Dave Chappelle show is not the, you know, the be all here. There's more to it. And so, you know what? We won't support the Dave Chappelle show. We'll take it off of Netflix. And then let's talk about some other stuff that we can do.
I haven't heard anyone complain about the integrity of Netflix. I've heard someone like, say, Monique complain about the offer that was given to her, that it wasn't enough. But I haven't heard anyone really complain about the integrity in which Netflix functions for the artists. You know what I mean?
But I mean, you know, just like any business, Les, at the end of the day, you know, if you got a business that's going on and you know what your budget is, if I offer you $5,000 to do something and you say, hey, that's not, you got every right to do it. But whatever I offer you, I offer you. You have every right to come back and say, no, I don't want to do that. Let's counter offer, and then we can negotiate. But you know, this is the way the business is. The business is about negotiation and knowing your worth.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle, obviously, he knows his.
Now he does, for sure. You got to learn the hard way, right? He said that if you're streaming that show, you're fencing stolen goods. They stole that from me. They just took it. This fucking industry is a monster. The part that broke my heart is him saying that he can't use his name again.
Right.
Kill me. Kill me. He can call himself whatever, though, and people will flock to him. So that's the good thing. That's the good thing. All right, you guys. President Obama's book, you know, it just came out just a week or so ago, and it's already on track to becoming the best-selling presidential memoir of all time. This is his fourth book, A Promised Land, and it set a first-day record sale of 890,000 copies, and that marked the biggest 24-hour sales period for any book that was published by Penguin Random House. So congratulations. And that's the same house that did like 50 Shades of Grey and all that other stuff. So congratulations to him. Not only is it a great debut, but it puts him well ahead of sales of memoirs by George W. Bush and Bill Clinton. Bush was at 220,000, Bill Clinton was at 400,000, and even Michelle Obama, her book, Becoming, sold for $725,000 on the first day. So these Obamas are killing it.
Man, go get them.
Yeah, I just bought his book. I haven't started to read it yet. It's 700 pages. I'm gonna need a minute.
Yeah. Well, when you're done with it, let me borrow it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a minute. All right, you guys. Grammys are coming up, and the list of nominees is out. This is the 63rd Grammy Awards, right around the corner, happening January 31st on CBS. Who do you think is leading? Come on, Ron. Who do you think? Female. I'll say female.
Okay.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion. I was about to say Megan.
Nope. Your girl.
Or her.
Nope. Beyonce is leading with 9. Taylor Swift, Dua Lipa, and Roddy Ricch followed with 6 nominations each. Now we gotta remember, we have a single off of Black Parade from Beyonce, and that racked up a whole handful of nominations for like Record and Song of the Year, plus Best R&B Performance and Song. Then her feature, of course, on Meg Thee Stallion's Savage remix that earned an additional Record of the Year look. So, and Best Rap Performance and Song, she is also in that nomination too for Black is King and the best music video for Brown Skin Girl. So it was phenomenal. Did your girls watch it, P?
Yeah, they watched it.
Yeah,
absolutely. I made sure of that.
Okay.
Yeah, we watched it together.
So Justin Bieber was not nominated in any of the R&B Grammy categories, and he felt some kind of way about it. I'll tell you what he said, but I want to get your thoughts. Ron, do you think that he should have been nominated for an R&B category?
Yeah, why not? I mean, me personally, every time you talk about him, I think about R&B. I don't think of him as a pop singer. I think of him as an R&B singer.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Pee-wee?
Yeah, absolutely. And he's had a couple of joints out that he should get nominated for. So don't tell me he got snubbed.
No, he got snubbed. He wrote an open letter and it said, "To the Grammys, I am flattered to be acknowledged and appreciated for my artistry. I am very meticulous and intentional about my music. With that being said, I set out to make an R&B album. Changes was and is an R&B album. It is not being acknowledged as an R&B album, which is very strange to me. I grew up admiring R&B music and wished to make a project that would embody that sound. For this not to be put in that category feels weird, considering from the chords to the melodies to the vocal style all the way down to the hip hop drums that weren't chosen, it is undeniably, unmistakably an R&B album. To be clear, I absolutely love pop music. It just wasn't what I set out to make this time around. My gratitude for feeling respected for my work remains, and I am honored to be nominated either way."
But you know why they put him in the pop category?
You think because of the color of his skin?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we've had Justin Timberlake all over an R&B category. We've had John B all over R&B categories.
Mm-hmm.
We've had so many other artists before him.
I'm just saying what I think, Liz. The reason why this album was not put in R&B and was put in pop is because of, him being Caucasian.
Ron, you think that too?
Yeah. I think it's because he's white. They put him in the pop. But yeah, I mean, me personally, R&B singer to me.
Yeah.
Do you think the Black community would have had a problem if he was in fact in the R&B category?
No.
I don't think so either. I think people love his music and they know that this blonde hair boy can sing his ass off in the most soulful way. So
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That's it. January 31st. We'll talk more about the Grammys closer to the award show. That's it. We'll talk about performances, who's hosting, whatever. But that's it for entertainment news.
All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're on all podcast platforms, so wherever you get your podcast, that's where you can find the Spin Room Crew. But here on this YouTube page, please down below, subscribe to this YouTube page, click on the bell, give us a thumbs up, and share it with your family and friends. That's Big Les, that's DJ Ron C. I'll be your man, Bigg Pwee. We are the Spin Room Crew. We'll see you mañana. We got One Gotta Go and Pee Wee's Topic Tuesday popping off tomorrow, man. All right, you guys have a good one. Peace.
Yeah, you are now live